Folks, I am excited to have, this is in fact one of the larger pre-promotional groups that I've ever had on. I'm coming to you from sunny St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador. I only say that because we don't often get to say that. We are very excited to have NTN Bearing Corporation of Canada as a thought leader for the MINEx conference that's happening in Labrador City, Wabush, next week. So without any further ado, I'm going to ask Paul to introduce himself and talk a little bit about why it's an important show for him to be at.
Hello, everyone. I'm MINEx, Paul Mayo, President and CEO of NTN Bearing Corporation of Canada. 40 years plus with the organization, and this is an honor to be part of MINEx as the thought sponsor. And in line with that, one of the main purposes for NTN to be at this event is really to bring to the market our whole strategy that aligns with the thought portion of this sponsorship, and that is to be Canada's best knowledge provider through our ultimate bearing experience. And we've realized, over the last 10 years that the most important thing outside of the bearing products and quality that we provide, it really is the skill set of our organization in providing the best bearing solution to solve really fundamental and complex bearing operational problems that we know almost every end user is experiencing these days, especially with a newer, lesser skilled workforce. We're really able to provide, an excess of almost 300 years of experience that we've accumulated in Canada, and try to bring that to all the people at MINEx. And I do believe that we will be able to have those attending take something away that's going to make their life easier in their plant operations.
Well, Paul, thank you for that. I always joke that, you blow the wind in the sails of gale force winds. What we've realized is that I've been to many trade shows in my 40-year career. What we're trying to do is lift the thoughts out of the show, put them online such that they live on for much longer, forever. So your sponsorship is giving us the ability to do that. Thank you. I'm going to go around my screen and ask Gianni, could you introduce yourself and say some thoughts?
Yeah, of course. So my name is Gianni Tarallo, and I'm the territory manager for the Atlantic region. We are based in Toronto as a company, and myself too, but we've been traveling in the Atlantic based on a 3-week rotation. I'm a sales guy, and we always travel in a couple with a tech service specialist on the technical side. I've been pleasure to work with the NTN for the last year. I've been working in the sales for the last 25 years, different industry. And I'm getting to know more in deep all the different, companies and market segment. And I'm pleased to be part of this mining show, since mining is one of the, and again, marketing segment that we're kind of, targeting, since we have a wide opening product lines that we can offer, and I'm pretty sure we can assist a lot of the participants at this show. Thank you.
Well, thank you for that. And I'm going to say this, I've been 40 years in sales and business development. I love talking to sales and business development people. The other thing I'm going to mention is quite clear to me, what you're doing is very important for this country. So let's not lose sight of that. Mathew, let's go over to you.
Thank you. So Mathew Mayo, I'm the technical service specialist for NTN Bearing Corporation of Canada. been with the company since 2012, and I've been doing the technical role since about 2018. Territory includes all of Atlantic Canada, so I get Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, and Newfoundland, as well as Ontario. So I get call it GTA, Eastern Ontario, as well as Northern. So kind of a large territory, but as Paul mentioned, we do have plenty of years of experience in a lot of these industries, including the mining sector. And really, at the end of the day, we're here to provide value to a lot of, call it our end users, a lot of these customers. Really, product quality, I mean, from a lot of manufacturers is, top notch nowadays. We like to focus on, call it the service behind the product. So again, we've got a lot of experience with a lot of these applications in the mining industry, and really we're looking at trying to provide, value-added services, cost savings. Ultimately reducing downtime is our goal, as well as knowledge transfer. So between on-site maintenance training and virtual support, I mean, there's a lot of platforms that NTN has to offer in terms of ways that we can provide this added value to both, customers either on site or from a virtual platform. So just some of the things that we really want to try to, show kind of our customers what's available, as well as trying to connect with them, on a personal level, because really at the end of the day, it's about building connections, right? So, it's kind of why we're here, and looking to kind of return, for a next segment. If you guys are having this yearly, I mean, it's a first for us, and again, we're definitely excited to be there.
Well, thank you for that, James.
Yeah, hi there. My name is James Hassen. I am an applications engineer for NTN Bearings. I've been here at the company for 8 years now, working in the engineering department. So just a small portion of those, 300 years of experience that we've collected among my colleagues and myself. I'm educated in mining through university. I went to the Queen's University in Kingston, completed a Bachelor of Mining Engineering. So the mine show has a special place in my heart, and any mining applications that come our way, I'm always happy to be involved. And yeah, like we bring a whole breadth of products themselves as well as services. So we're really pushing our engineering services as a solution provider. Our triage process, a very thought out, meticulous process to solve problems for these end users and bring the proper products to the applications where necessary. So happy to be here.
Thank you, James. I'm coming at this from the perspective of not really knowing what your product is. What I like as being a host of this, I don't delve too deep into the knowledge of what it is you do. I want to be on the edge of my seat, just like the people watching. Could someone just give us, the elevator pitch as to what it is your company does? Who'd like to jump in on that?
I can take a shot at it. Probably
Okay.
know the best. So NTN, we're 104 years old right now.
Wow.
as a global organization based out of Osaka, Japan. However, we've been in Canada for now 54 years. We are one of the only remaining bearing manufacturers in Canada. So we do make Canadian bearings, believe it or not, at our manufacturing facility in Mississauga, Ontario. And really, the bearings are probably the most critical part of any manufacturing process. Without a bearing, there isn't any movement. And really, the skill set with respect to the analytical portion of why does a bearing do what it does in any one particular application. A lot of that experience, at least when I started in the organization, the people that we were selling to would know more about bearings than we do. But a lot of those people are retired and gone. So we've tried to capture that knowledge in our experience in the workplace, over the last 50 years, and really try to take our bearings or even our competitors' bearings and work with the end users, the millwrights, the maintenance people, and really try to focus on, why is a bearing doing what it's doing and how can we actually make it work better? And that translates into significant cost savings, improved safety, especially in areas of large equipment where you don't want bearings breaking down, on a unforecasted basis or unplanned basis. But really, our breadth of bearings, from small to extremely large, we do cover the widest range of types of bearings, in comparison to our competitors in Canada. Are our bearings any better? Next to the market leader, and we're, number 2 or 3, depending on what day in Canada? Probably not. But our people are better, 100%. And that's really where the impact in the marketplace is. We're able to take, the actual product to the solution. Yeah. And really, focus on just getting, better life and reliability of what we're selling to our customers.
Paul, thank you for that description. And you've piqued my interest on something. As you're talking about bearings, in my head, I think about these little tiny things. I don't have a lot of experience in the industry. Could you describe what extremely small to extremely large is?
Yeah, actually, I'm going to turn that over to either Mathew or James if you want to give them an idea.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, a lot of people have that question. I always like to show off, the breadth of range of what we do cover. From as small as, fits on your fingertip, a small little stainless steel bearing that's going to go in the head of a dental drill or something of the sort, up to a bearing that you can stand inside of, 1.5 meters, 2 meters in diameter, something going on a big steel application or a pulp and paper mill. So yeah, the range is quite impressive.
Wow. And are they all made of steel or there are different types? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, mostly steel, mostly bearing steel. Of course, there are, particular applications call for particular materials. We have a whole range of, corrosion resistant stuff, which is thermoplastics and stainless steel. We do ceramic elements, ceramic balls for, for high speed or electrical insulation. But yeah, for the most part, it's steel, bearing steel. But yeah, of course, specialized applications call for special materials. We also do a number of, special treatments to the steel, heat treatment for longer life, heat treatment for higher temperatures, any kinds of carbonitriding for properties to increase the life of the bearing. So,
James, how long did you say you've been at this now?
I've been here with NTN for 8 years now.
So when you were in Queens, did you think your life was going to be centered around bearings?
No, definitely did not see that one coming. As far as education and bearings went, I took a machine design course in my mining program. Machine design, again, was one course out of my third year education. And within that course, I think we spent maybe 2 lectures covering bearings and kind of different bearing styles and functionality. But did I think I could put a whole career together out of, two classes? No, definitely didn't know the range of these these components when I was at that time, but definitely have been exposed to hundreds and thousands of applications here at NTN since then.
It's fascinating. I haven't given much thought to bearings in my life, but in reflection, I've had a bike with bearings. I mean, deal, even a lay person like me has had some dealings with bearings, so I know a little bit. You're all laughing at me now as I ask.
No, not at all. We get it. We all started someplace.
Well, I mean, when I was younger, I remember how fascinated I was with the whole hub of a bike and how that works. On that note, do you also have anything to do with the lubricants that go in it, or is that part of your business?
Yeah, why don't you answer that one, Mathew?
Yeah, so I mean, we've got a full line of, call it single point lubricators. I mean, we really don't get involved too much with the actual manufacturing of the grease itself,
No.
but we do offer a wide variety of lubricants, whether it be standard grease or solid lubricant as well. And again, these lubricants are kind of selected on a case-by-case basis to make sure that we're maximizing, call it the life of the bearing as well as the application. So in terms of the single point lubricator offering, we've got everything from your disposable lubricants or lubricators to your fully automated ones. So again, the range is there. And again, it's the variety of greases that we offer in them range everywhere from food grade to electric motors. So really, we do have you covered in terms of lubricant, call it offering. So again, something to be aware of as well. Just it's not just bearings that we manufacture, but a lot of the accessories as well.
Well, folks, I got to say that I'm really excited about what it is we're going to do together. Just for anyone watching, I'm Jerry. I'm with a company called Gale Force Winds. We set up shop at conferences and MINEx in LabWest next week, the 18th to the 20th. We're going to be there. NTN is a thought leader sponsor. We're going to have a booth there. We're actually going to ask people to come to our booth and they will talk about various issues in the industry. We're also, I'm excited to tell you, going to have a demonstration that Rita has set up, and we're going to videotape that and get a sense of what it is NTN does. I'm going to throw it to you, Paul, for the last word. I guess, summarize what you hope to get out of MINEx 2025 and LabWest, and anything else you wanted to say.
Yeah, again, thank you very much for this opportunity. And really, we're looking forward to developing, as I think everybody on the call here, Mathew and James and Gianni, this business still is about relationships, and this is a business of visibility and trust. And we're taking the steps to actually try to be a leader in the LabWest region. I know we especially with COVID and everything that's gone on with that, we've taken a focus to be very present and hopefully be able to provide the expertise and support that can help everyone in LabWest and all their applications to actually have higher performance of the bearings that they're using and hopefully our own. We take nothing for granted. We like to earn our place. We like to earn our trust. And that's why we're there. And this is a great opportunity for us to springboard our presence in the region. And we thank you for that.
Well, Paul, I want to say thank you to you and the team. It's quite obvious to me this is a group of people that gets stuff done. Thank you all. I really appreciate what it is you're doing for the country of Canada. We need you now more than ever. Keep up the great work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a great day.